Okay, let's begin our discussion on how things evolved. First there was unrest, then there were freedom and equality movements among Negroes. Negroes were allowed to turn loose among whites. While in the beginning of times our forefathers, or at least forefathers who were first confronted with Negroes, understood that eventually Negro will be demanding whatever and there is no end to it, so they resisted. Naturally. I guess I will have to explain what I mean by naturally. By naturally I mean literally nature. Take even an animal, if someone tries to steal its food, or attack its offspring, it will fight back. What I am not interested to explain, to retard white people, is that when Negro comes to raise my wife and eat my food at my table, it is not okay. But gradually, slowly, generation by generation, as time got by, Negroes kept demanding, until the fine line between what is reasonable was lost. Let me remind again to those autistic people, that even animals understand to fight to what belongs to them, protect their offspring, etc. Therefore it is hard for me to believe, that white people have lost mind that much, or became so coward. I am not mentioning, that I myself, have been all my life under attack from liberal whites, and believe me those white rats will go to extents, that is beyond this article's scope, to serve their Negro masters. By the extent I mean, help is a too nice, or polite of a word to use. As a hint, there were situations when death would have been a relief, to what those white rats do to other whites for their Negro masters. Strategy. And again the approach Negroes use is simple, what can't not be stolen at once and in front of one's very eyes, can be stolen gradually. Even elephant can be eaten bit by bit, even by ants. Mentality. Even the retard or monkey can prove itself right talking nonsense. If repeated persistently enough, many times false becomes truth. As we have seen from history and recent politics, when Democratic Party repeating lies over and over making them appear as truth. Target niches are minorities. Who are the primary targets Negro shadow government used to displace and replace with Negroes are poor, uneducated and short males under 6 feet. Resources, workplaces, money, women, European white brides for marriages in Europe for Negroes to remain in Europe, have to be taken from someone to give them all to illegal Negro immigrants in Europe. So they promote feminist culture of replacing white male with Negro. And again, since displacement can't happen at once and to everyone, can't be too suspicious even to degraded whites, it has to be done gradually. So, in the beginning, most obscured, weak, poor, short, uneducated whites are taken away from, displaced from work, women and men, short males under 180 centimeters under 6 feet. An interesting fact also is that Europe has been flooded by Negroes since God knows when, but still all of attention is turned to some other issue, problem or minority. I am no supporter of any economic refugees, but when talking about refugee issue Negroes are off radar. Whom do they use to achieve their goals? Over centuries they have been using pressure, like all kinds of stupid Negro liberation, equality, rights for Negroes movements. Then they got so much equality and rights, that whites are mistreated all the time and Negroes get everything for nothing. But since by that time they have quite a bit of tools and strings to pull to manipulate things in their favor. Just like cancer, or any infectious disease, Negroes penetrate politics, media, have white women, misplace white male and still make whites accountable for the crap they make. And since like Satan does not have end goal, so too Negroes do not have end goal in mutilating non-whites. What do they spread? Does not matter, as long as it is filth and degradation among whites, bringing down by non-militaristic ways. New generations and kids, or certainly many retarded white adults, are the simplest target, who do not understand why certain things are done, and what is the end goal of it. What originally was meant as an anti-white propaganda through music, rap, pushed as mainstream white young generation suicidal tune. It is in your plain sight, but white Negroes, white rappers, do not understand that Negroes are laughing at them behind their backs. Take Eminem for example, just move letters a bit and you get word enemy. Eminem is a bitch for Negroes and at the same time he is their enemy. They use him and then they lose him before he knows. And again, as a reminder for those who choose to fight back, there are not many who are willing to resist Negro pressure, taking control of things, using everyone any possible way, most times playing racist cards after which are entitled to abuse, rob, steal not play. by the rules, etc.